All right, once again, welcome back here on the show, and still lots more to share with you. And this coming up right now, a very special interview. And as I've mentioned in the past, I get to meet lots of people, and every once in a while a special relationship comes out of these interviews, and this is definitely another example of that. Jeremiah James, a very talented musician from the United States, is going to talk to us about his music, of course, and his passion for it and where it comes from. And I think you'll find this very interesting. Jeremiah also shares a very personal story with us here on the show. I want you to pay close attention to my new friend, Jeremiah James. Watch this interview, and then we'll be back. All right, well, here on the show once again, and very excited to have this special guest joining us. He's performing lots all throughout the United States and joining us from Maryland right now. Jeremiah James, good day, sir.
Good morning, David. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, very excited to have you here. You're in Maryland right now. What's happening down there?
We're on a second night down here in Maryland. We're performing tonight at a big venue called the Cancun Cantina. It's a great time down here, and just looking forward to having another great night. Last night we brought the house down. Great crowd. Really enjoyed our time on stage last night.
Great. Now let's talk a bit about your writing. You're really heartfelt, soul-felt, if you will, writer, and you seem to, or at least you shared with me, that you write a lot about your own personal life experiences. Could you kind of expand on that?
Sure. Well, I don't claim to be anyone special, and I think that, going through life, everyone experiences some basic things that kind of connect us as human beings, and loss and healing and just the simple things that people have to go through and get through life kind of brings us all together, and it's kind of what I want to write about. I want to write about the truth about what it is to get up every day and put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And I think that I hope that it speaks to some people, and if it does, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay as well. But I just really feel it's the way I want to approach music.
Yeah, well, you're definitely passionate about it, and let's talk a bit about your passion. Your passion, you come by it very honestly. You've some family members. Your father was a big influence. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. Growing up, my father played 5-string banjo, and we stayed up a bunch of different times. I can remember in my life till real early morning, just playing old hymnals and bluegrass tunes, and it wasn't long before I picked up the guitar myself. I, of course, play keyboard now, and I do a lot of my writing on the keyboard, but my childhood, I always say that I've been blessed with parents with great taste, because it just wasn't spirituals or bluegrass. It was rock and roll, it was country, it was even some disco. But I don't say that too much. But I think I have a real rounded idea of what is tasteful to me. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate my parents bringing me up in that manner.
Yeah. What about some other influences? There's another special one in there too, isn't there?
There is, and in fact, my grandmother, she was a pretty famous pianist in Pennsylvania, and specifically Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. And in fact, the song "Finer Man" was a song that I written as an ode to her life and an honor to her life. She was just an extremely positive person. She was a very spiritual person, and she really encouraged me to go after my dreams and to put myself in music. So that song, that when you listen to "Finer Man," that song was actually about her and her final couple days on with us before she passed over, and it's true. Every bit of it's true.
That's great. That's a great story. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
You again, you're very, very busy. And of course, you're on the road right now. You're through Nashville and all that. But let's talk a little bit more about "Finer Man." And how's that working out? That's going pretty good for you right now as a single.
It is. It's doing well on various charts, and from what I heard, it's doing real well over across the sea over in Europe as well. So, I'm really excited about it. It's a song that means a lot to me, of course, and if it means something to other people, then that just makes it so much better. The album I'm working on right now, and it's all these are all songs that are either positive messages or messages about getting through some difficult times, and inspirational. For a long time in my life, it's easy to subscribe to the music that's on mainstream radio, and I guess statistics show and that people want to turn on the radio and not think very much about what they're listening to. But I kind of take the perspective. I want to make every word count and mean something to myself, and hopefully mean something to the listeners as well. So the album that I'm working on right now has a lot to do with loss, has a lot to do with the rebirth of things and moving on and not giving up, persistence. I've experienced some things in my life that have been difficult. I've got 3 children with us. I lost my third born after 3.5 months. It was a tragic situation, which really took a lot from me. It took a lot from me. It was almost the end of the innocence, as you can say, in a different manner of speaking. But moving on from that and living life to the fullest, and taking that experience and trying to help other people with loss of any type is kind of where I look to push my music. So there's a lot of that theme in this new album. There's of course a lot about love. There's a lot about not giving up and going after what you need, what you want to in life. So.
Right. Incredible story, and you shared some very personal things there, and I know the viewers as well as myself appreciate that. You're definitely, and of course I haven't been able to listen to any of the album yet, but as far as Finer Man goes, if that's an example of what we can see, I know we're going to see some great things on the album. Is everything written and done for that? You're just in the process of recording it now, or is that you're still in the writing process for that?
No, I had about 35 songs of my own that I felt very strongly about, that I had to choose 12 of. And as a songwriter, you have to make some decisions sometimes about your own material that it's a difficult decision to make, because I put everything in each one of those songs. And in fact, over the last year, I've had a lot of songs sent to me for this album as well from writers in Nashville. But I took the stance that I want to give people, I want to represent exactly who I am, and the best way of doing that is just sharing your life with people, and that's what this album is going to be about.
Yeah, that's awesome. So looking forward to hearing that, and we'll see what we can do about getting before then, at least getting Finer Man spun around here a little bit on the radio stations. And could we get you to make a commitment to joining us again when the album's out, and we can play that on here for you as well?
Absolutely. I appreciate it so much, David. I appreciate your efforts, and hopefully you get some good feedback from your listeners. I really appreciate you spinning my song.
Thanks so much. Jeremiah James joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, on the show. And right now, we have the privilege, we have Finer Man, and we're going to play that Jeremiah James Finer Man right now. Jeremiah, thank you once again.
Thank you, David. Take care.
Here's Jeremiah James and Finer Man right here on the show.
Sunlight shining through. The doctors didn't know what more they could do. I wrote down these words, what you mean to me. I hope the Lord gives you strength to hear this final plea. I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man. And it's all because my darkest time. You washed my face when I was 9. You always found a way to show your love. Always had faith in the Lord above. Oh, I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man, and it's all because of you. Of us you both, we could never do wrong. From your piano to my guitar, you gave me song. And I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man for loving you. I said I was wrong 'cause I never knew that I'm a finer man because of you.
My new friend Jeremiah James. Jeremiah, thank you so much, not only just for sharing your music, but a very personal side of yourself as well here on the show. Congratulations to your music and wish you all the best. Jeremiah promises to stay in touch with us here on the show, and I think we're going to have him back in the new year when his new album comes out. So good luck with that, Jeremiah. We'll look forward to seeing you again.